Hello, this is Mary Bush with Stampin' in the Sand. Thank you for joining me today. Today's project is a traditional scrapbook layout. It's a 2-page spread created with 12 by 12 format. And we're going to be featuring the Chalk It Up to Love August 2015 Paper Pumpkin Kit by Stampin' Up. If you've been following my blog or following my YouTube channel, you know this is one of my most favorite kits. I just love it. I'm really loving this gold foil cardstock that was included in our kit. But I just can't see using it for just one little note card. So today we are going to be using one of these gold embossed foil stripe card bases. We're going to actually use 2 of the Very Vanilla envelopes. We're going to use all 3 of the Very Vanilla banners that came with the kit, and we're going to use one of these chalkboard shapes here on our scrapbook page. I'm also bringing in some of Stampin' Up's gold foil 12 by 12 paper, and I'm also bringing in some black 12 by 12 cardstock. So let's get started creating our layout. Move all of this aside. And we'll bring in one of our sheets. So what I have here is I have one of the 12 by 12 cardstock pieces. This is available either in a whole package from Stampin' Up or in the Neutrals collection 12 by 12. Here's one of our envelopes. What I've done is I have taken one of my gold striped cards from the kit and I've cut it in half. So here's one of our pieces. Then I took the a piece of gold foil cardstock and I cut it to 4 by 6 and I ran it through my Big Shot. And what I've done is I've embossed it using the Lucky Stars embossing folder so that I get this piece right here. The next thing that I'm going to bring in is this punched stars strip. Okay, for our stars border, we have a piece of gold foil paper. It's 12 inches long, 1 5/8 wide. And then I have a strip of our black 12 by 12 cardstock. I've cut a strip at 1 1/2 inches. And actually you're going to need 2 of these elements, 1 for each of your sides of your page. And what I've done is I've created this beautiful border using our confetti star punch, and I'll quickly show you how I did that. So here's the punch, and all you need to do is slide in. I've already started one end here when I had a video failure, but anyways, so we'll start on this end. You just slide it in. Okay, so it's aligned with the edge, and punch. And all your little confetti stars come out. There. And then all you need to do is take the edge that you just punched, and you can slide it over to the right or to the left, whichever way you want to do it. But all you do is keep sliding until you see all of your stars lined up with the template that's on the base of the punch. So I don't know if you can see that, but I can see that they're all nice and clearly lined up. And then all you have to do is punch again. And now you'll see that they're all of my stars are lined up. And if I just continue sliding, I'll have my full border. Okay, so that's the confetti star punch. So now we'll just clean this up, and I can use all of my little star bits here for a future project. Okay, so now that we have our star border punched for our page topper, let's get started putting our page together. So I'm going to start by bringing in my Fast Fuse adhesive, and I'm just going to run a strip along the top here. Get that done. And then I'm just going to come in and I'm going to get some of my Tombow glue, and I'm just going to run, if I can get it to start, a very small line here along the base, just to get that to be able to stick down a little. Then I can come in with my gold, and I'll just have a slight border at the top and the bottom. Try to make that even. Okay. Then I have cut a length of the 1/8, I believe it's a 1/8 inch gold ribbon, just to add a little bit of extra something there. And on the back of my strip, I'm going to use this Terran tape. It's new with our annual catalog. And I think this will work nicely with the gold foil. And then I can come and I can wrap it around the back to get it to be able to stick down on the top of my page. Okay, it's a little crooked. Okay, and I've left some play in it so that I can tie a bow or a knot up at the top there. Okay, so now I can come in with a little bit more Terran tape and just put that right over the ribbon. And now it is completely covered with the Terran tape. And when I go to attach it to the top of my page, it won't come off. I can't get the backing off. Okay. So there is that. And then I can just come in now with my fast fuse. For the rest of the border. Okay, so now I'm going to bring in the other elements of my page. So we're going to start with a 12 by 12 piece of black cardstock, as I said earlier. I have one of my envelopes. I have one of my 4 by 6 embossed gold foil sheets with the stars embossing folder. I have 1/2 of my gold foil stripe card from the paper pumpkin, my 3 banners, my 1 chalkboard element, and now I can come in with my page topper and I can attach that to the top of my page. So starting here, I'll leave just a little bit of black up at the top there. Get that lined up. Okay, so there is the top of my page. Then I'm going to come in with my banners next. Just add some fast fuse. Oops. Got away from me. And we'll start putting these on. Get them all laid out the way that I think I want them. Because once they're stuck, they're stuck. So you want to make sure you get your spacing down before you start sticking. So now I can come in with my foil. Okay, so we're going to come in with this envelope. And I'm going to adhere this envelope down on my cardstock, but I'm going to leave the flap open. Because I think I started to say when I first started making this video that I had an idea in mind for this page. And I think I want to leave this pocket open for memorabilia. I think that would be a great way to preserve some memorabilia without gluing it down on the page, so that you can come back later and pull it out to look at it, and yet it'll be preserved and protected. So I'm going to just leave that open. Then I can come in again with the fast fuse. And I'm using a very light hand here because you don't want to press down too hard and lose your embossing. You don't want to crush those stars. Okay. Now let's see. No. I thought I used a relatively light hand when I was pressing this down, but it seems to be stuck pretty good. So give me a minute because I need to shift that just a little bit and it's not cooperating. Okay, so that's all fixed. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in a few more little additional embellishments. I have here some sequins that I'm going to be adding to my page. The first one is these little stars here. And these are out of the Metallics Sequin Assortment. And that's this right here. So you get white, you get silver, you get clear, black, gold. There's hearts, there's circles, there's stars. All sorts of gorgeous little embellishments in there. So I have selected some of the gold stars. Then I wanted some of the larger sequins here. So all I did is I pulled in my gold sequin trim and I just pulled off a few of the sequins off of the trim. So there's that. And actually I have found that the best way to adhere my sequins to my pages and cards is using my Crystal Effects. Just a little tiny drop and it sticks them down real good with no muss, no fuss. So what I'm looking for at the moment are my tweezers. So here's my tweezers, bring those in. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to add a few little drops of the Crystal Effects. And wouldn't you know it, it's plugged. Okay, so page 1 is now complete. As I'm watching the time on this video, I'm getting a little bit long here, so I've jumped ahead and completed page 2. And this is my page right here. So this is page 2. I created a page topper exactly the same as page 1 across the top with my confetti stars punch again, my 1/8 gold ribbon, and a little bow at the top. This is the second half of my card. So here's one half of the card there. This half I put landscape, a 4x6 panel of very vanilla cardstock, another 4x6 panel of gold foil that again has been embossed with the stars embossing folder right here. Then I have another very vanilla envelope that came with the Paper Pumpkin kit. This time I added a few more sequins and I actually used the stars framelits dies here to cut out from a scrap of gold foil, another star to put on here. I cut a dimensional in half, that's underneath, so that I can tuck my envelope flap underneath the star and it'll hold all my memorabilia in place. Then using a couple of punches, I punched out a full heart and 2 little small hearts. Those are from the itty bitty punch pack again that coordinates with the stars that I used on page 1 over here. So that's out of the same punch pack. And then I came in to create my title, and I used the little letters, I believe it's called. Yep, little letters, Thinlits dies. And I used my scraps of gold foil once again, and I tried to lay them out actually on my scraps so that I could use my letters, the negative space, on a future page. I don't know if I will or not, but you just never know. Now I have my heart. Cute. So anyways, it's a good way to try to align everything on your scraps so that you can use your scraps in the future. But I love these little letters dies. And I glued those down and added one more of my star sequins over at the end. And now I have my 2-page layout. I think, I don't remember, I might have mentioned it when I first started the video, I might not have, that I have something in mind for this layout. You may or may not know that I also compete in agility with my dogs. One of my dogs is up for a big title, a big agility title in the near future, and I call her my little superstar. So I think this page will be very nice to commemorate when we eventually get our title. So thank you for joining me. I hope you have enjoyed this 2-page spread created using the Chalk It Up to Love paper pumpkin kit, some elements from it. And I hope you will join me again next time. I have another video coming out for another 2-page spread where I'm actually going to use the flowers and the ribbon on a 2-page spread. So I hope you'll join me for that. So stay tuned here on my YouTube channel. If you subscribe, you won't miss a thing. And I look forward to scrapping with you again soon. Thanks a lot, and you have a great day. Bye.